Here's a quick throw out to the left. There he goes! He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year, the juices are flowing, you march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. So Florida State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head, that will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. Two guys we know are going to play at the next level, but I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Got his man. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Picks up the first down. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Catch in the middle, it's Fox. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, and they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Throws toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. This quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Here comes the heat. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. They're working that left side. On the move at the 30. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Off the play fake. Using the quick game. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting...
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Here's a hit. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And this one splits the uprights. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive points.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And the Knowles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Looking for a man. It's Sperry. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, that's disappointing. Because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one no problem. And QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Fair catch is made, and they'll at the 19. Final play of the quarter coming. The RPO complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Carr. Unleashes one. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Most defenses are lucky if you have 1 good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel could go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
On target. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
A first down run in the red zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football and they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Tucson, but they're a long from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over James Madison. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Reads it, fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. That was a good read there. Not the biggest gain in the world, David, but take up the space they're going to give you in the zone.
Yeah, make it easy, man. Make the right decision. If he's open, get it to him, get some positive yards. Basically a run play.
Catch in the middle, it's Edwards. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. To the air, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Edwards. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Now, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Punt is in the air. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Runs through a tackle. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Seminoles really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Back to throw, it's Sperry. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent. Expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Kick is in the air. He was able to get that ball up to the 8-yard line before he stopped on the return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Let's talk about Alabama. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Looking to throw for it. Gets it out fast. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, not much the defense could do there. The defensive end crashed down thinking the running back had it, but nice job of the ball handling there by the QB.
Just trying to avoid negative plays, continue to put stress on the defense. That's what he does there.
And that's a play this guy can run in his sleep, too. They rep this over and over and over. It's like clockwork for this guy.
Line getting set on second down. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Carr. He's got him in the flat. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The Crimson Tide need just a few inches here on 3rd down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got the back in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking for a man, it's Berry. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
They're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's complete to the left. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here.